e a todos os nossos ilustres convidados aqui presentes. Muito respeitosamente agradecemos aos patrocinadores e apoios deste evento, mas também a todos os voluntários e alunos da Brahma Kumaris. Cada um de vós tem um papel muito importante e sem a vossa cooperação não seria possível realizar este programa. Por favor, pedimos encarecidamente que não façam fotos ou filmagens durante o programa, pois temos aqui, como podem ver de resto na sala, profissionais já organizados para esta função. Vamos começar com a exibição de um pequeno vídeo de apresentação da Brahma Kumaris. A seguir, teremos o presente inestimável da música divina de Rão Kiao. Raiz Voadora sintetiza o seu percurso musical com profunda ligação à música indiana, que desde o início da sua carreira tem inspirado as suas composições até ao seu mais recente CD, Aventuras da Alma, em que todos os temas são baseados em ragas clássicas indianas. Depois da bela música de Rão Kiao, que criará uma atmosfera perfeita, virá a oradora, que tocará os nossos corações com as suas palavras de sabedoria. Tais palavras têm transformado a vida de milhões de pessoas ao redor do mundo. Por isso, a BK Shivani foi galardoada com o prémio Nari Shakti, em março de 2019, pelo honorável presidente da Índia, Mr. Ram Nath Kovind. Entre tantos outros prémios e atributos, foi também nomeada embaixadora da boa vontade pela Associação Mundial de Psiquiatria em 2017. Será uma experiência maravilhosa para todos nós. Só mais um pedido, por favor, permaneçam em silêncio quando a BK Shivani entrar em palco. Tenham um bom programa.
Of the many wonders that surround us in the natural world, one of the most intriguing and enduring mysteries is that of the transformation of the caterpillar from a chrysalis to a butterfly. Tired of its endless feasting, the caterpillar reaches a point where it can consume no more. Instead, it turns within and begins to imagine a very different reality. At the core of its being, profound changes are beginning to stir. It's a process I recognize within myself, as I too become still and sense the stirrings of an inner awakening. I too ask myself the question, who am I? What is my true potential? As I move from fear to freedom, from hopelessness to hope, I begin to take the first steps on my own journey of transformation. The story of the Brahma Kumaris. It was just such a calling which stirred in the heart of the founder of the Brahma Kumaris, Dada Lekhraj, who soon became known as Brahma Baba. The impulse for change came as a result of a series of visions he received, in which he saw how the world itself was to undergo a process of profound transformation. The changes that came about in Brahma Baba as a result soon brought about changes in others too, who likewise were feeling the urge for something new. The small group that formed around him, mostly women, became known as the Daughters of Brahma, the Brahma Kumaris. When the call came for someone to come to the West and share the vision of the Brahma Kumaris, it was Daddy Janki who stepped forward. With nothing more than a change of clothes, she left India for the first time and boarded an aeroplane to London. She had practically no formal education behind her and didn't even speak any English. What she did have, however, was an unshakable faith and an unbreakable love for God.
अपने संकल्प भावना श्रेष्ठ रखो, भगवान में विश्वास रखो, विश्वास तब होगा जब हिम्मत होगी, सच्चा बन करके परमात्मा के प्यार से उसका जो फल मिलता है औरों को देंगे।
Daddy Janki stayed in London for the next 40 years, sharing the fruits of her faith, courage and honesty with many others, inspiring them to connect with their own inner powers for self-transformation. Now, after more than 80 years of spiritual service and well into her hundreds herself, Daddy Janki is still the same powerhouse she ever was.
The exchange that you're having with others is creating something.
Sister Genti has witnessed firsthand how, with Daddy's presence in London, the Brahma Kumaris has grown from an apartment in a small terraced house to a purpose-built facility serving the whole of the UK, Europe and beyond.
When I started on this journey, I wanted to see, was it possible for me to change characteristics that were negative and be able to transform myself into the original state of being that I knew was possible. And to my wonder and surprise, I discovered that that's what all this is about, that you can create the highest within yourself and allow that potential to emerge in a very practical way. And if one person can do it, well, so can many, many others also.
The Brahma Kumaris was established in 1937 in pre-partitioned India. It now has a presence in 110 countries through a network of over 4,500 centres and more than 1 million regular students worldwide. Soon after the establishment of the Brahma Kumaris in London and in 40 cities throughout the UK, meditation and retreat places were established throughout Europe. Today, more than 80 years later, it has grown into a worldwide spiritual organisation and the largest of its kind to be led by women. Like the transforming cells of the chrysalis, which group together to form supportive clusters of new butterfly cells, the Brahma Kumaris has a global network of centres where spiritual support encourages innate potential to flourish.
The spiritual organization invites people from all walks of life to come and learn the art of Raj Yoga meditation free of cost. Everyone, regardless of religion, race, social or economic status, is welcome to study the spiritual knowledge and meditation.
Meditation helps the soul to see with positive energy and sharing this positivity with others. Putting those positive qualities into practical actions, and with self-transformation, hope is created that eventually the world will become a positive place to live.
There's a purpose to the Brahma Kumaris being at the United Nations. And the purpose is to reaffirm faith in the dignity and worth of the human being. So the way we do this is that we bring to the table, we integrate into the programs of the United Nations a spiritual trajectory of awareness, attitude, vision, action, as a subtle dynamic to transformation.
Over the years, the activities of the Brahma Kumaris have diversified with a number of international events, including projects like Million Minutes of Peace, Global Cooperation for a Better World, Peace in the Park festivals, and programs for young people and emerging leaders, Choose, Change and Become, Spotlight Values, and Om Cafe. The Brahma Kumaris also work in partnership with several other international projects, including Living Values Education, Images and Voices of Hope, and Spirit of Humanity Forum, as well as participating in the international events on climate change.
Wherever the Brahma Kumaris centers exist, they play a significant role in the community. Whether it's supporting people in the aftermath of a disaster, encouraging women to make positive changes to their lives, helping teenagers cope with the huge pressure of modern life, or just supporting individuals generally who wanting to grow and change within themselves. We are there to help. Whenever we can, we are there to serve.
Our lives and the changes we make to them are part of that process of change. Each small step affecting the whole. As the butterfly flaps its wings, the effects can be felt on the other side of the world. What we are witnessing in the world, as with the butterfly, is the splitting open of the old skin and the emergence of a new and transformed story for humanity. Like the emerging butterfly, there comes a time when we too are ready to unfold the wings of our own conscious awakening. Profoundly changed from the place where we began, we step into our full magnificence and splendor. And it's then that on our journey of transformation, we begin to truly fly.
I will speak in English, maybe it's better. I am very happy to be participating with all the musicians in this very beautiful event of the Brahma Kumaris. This first tune is called Celebration, and we were invited this last year to make an arrangement of what is supposed to be Mahatma Gandhi's favorite bhajan. I cannot spell the name in Hindi, so please forgive me. You must know it for sure, most of you. So we did our style of arrangement on this beautiful bhajan that Gandhiji so much cherished. We'd like to play it for you. Thank you very much.
Om Shanti and good evening. The last 10 minutes of very pure, powerful and divine music. But if we just look at it at a slightly deeper level, was it just music? Or was it all about the vibrations, the energies, the intentions of the ones who were sharing that music with us? In everything we do, the doing is not just in what we are doing, but it's also the energy of the one who is doing, which is radiating to all of us. How many of you felt an experience of a stillness, a calm and a peace within while we were listening to the music? How many could feel that experience? Stillness, calm and very peaceful. And we didn't even realize, it's been more than 10 minutes that they were playing. Because the one who was playing was doing it in a frame of mind which was very calm and peaceful. The same music, the same song, the same notes, if played by someone who themselves in a state of mind of probably anxiety of performing on a stage, a little fear and insecurity, or a slight trace of apprehension. And if that had to happen, we would listen to the music, but we won't experience the stillness which we have experienced right now. But while we are doing what we are doing in the world, often we focus only on what we are doing, because we believe that people can listen and see only what we are doing, which means the energies which are visible. Nobody knows what's going on in my mind. People can only hear what I speak. People can only see what I do. And then, in spite of putting in our best efforts, best behaviors, perfect words, we're sometimes not able to radiate the perfect energy to the other person, because we were focusing on our outer behavior, not taking care of what we were going through inside. And if we take care of what we are feeling inside, then while doing what we can do, we can actually give another person the experience of peace, purity, and power within. It could be a parent and a child. It could be me at office with a colleague. While doing what I am doing, if each one of us takes care of who we are inside, then we are not just doing, we are also radiating the being to the other being. And if I, the being, am peaceful and pure and powerful, just like what they were right now, then while doing, they can also radiate that experience of peace. They were playing the music. We were supposed to enjoy the music and listen to the music. But we experienced a peace because they were doing it with a very still, calm, and peaceful mind. And that is why the topic of today, which is emotional stability, and they just gave us an example of emotional stability, which means if the mind is stable, then it's not just going to benefit the self. That mind has the power to create stability in 1,000 minds just by being stable themselves. And the experience of this evening, we need to now take it back to our life and say, if I am calm and stable while doing what I'm doing, then I, the soul, have the power to empower another person to experience that calm and peace. Because what is it that each one around us is asking for today? Go up to anybody and just ask them, what do you want in life? What do you want in life? And what's the answer we're going to get from people? What do they want in life? What do people want? What do you want? What was the answer you think we're going to get from people? What do people want? What do people want? Yes? Anybody? What do people want? Happiness. Very good. What else people want? Peace. And what's the third thing people want? Love. It's 3 ingredients which you can go up and ask anyone, what do you want in life? And they're going to say peace, love, and happiness. I may want peace, love, and happiness, but today it's important for me to ask myself, instead of wanting peace, love, and happiness, can I do something by which I radiate peace, love, and happiness throughout the day? Because everyone seems to be saying, I want, I want, I want. If everyone says, I want, then who is going to give it to them? Who's going to give it to them? Go home to family and every family member is going to say, I want peace, love, and happiness, and who's going to give it to them? And then we thought, to experience peace, I need to go away a little far away from the crowded world. To experience happiness, I need to achieve or to buy. And to experience love, I just need to go up to the person closest to me and say, I want love. And I thought these 3 things will help me to experience my peace, love, and happiness. And we've been making genuine efforts on all 3 parts of our life. And yet today we're here together saying, I want peace, love, and happiness. And then we looked at the world and we said the world needs to change, because when the world is peaceful and united and everything is perfect, then I will be peaceful, loveful, and happy. And each time it was about someone outside. Do you think together today Just experiment. We are not going to accept it as the truth till we experiment with it. But just for a day, that is from this evening to tomorrow evening, just for a day, drop the line, I want peace, love, happiness. Let's drop the line. And let's pick up, as an experiment, a new line. I am peace. I am love. I am happiness. Just a day, just one change of vocabulary. It's like learning a different language. When we come to another country, we pick up a few words and we learn the language of another country. This is the language of another world. When we were focused on the outer world, our vocabulary was, I want peace, I want love, I want happiness. Because I thought I'm going to get it from the outside world. But for a day, we will shift from the outer world to the inner world, to my world, my inner world, and just learn another language. I am peace, I am love, I am happiness. And whatever I am, automatically radiates from me to the world. So I am peace, I am love, I am happiness. And the second line would be, I radiate peace, I radiate love, I radiate happiness. So that those in the world who are saying, I want peace, I want love, I want happiness, can start experiencing it from us. And those could be the ones staying at home with me. Those could be the ones working with me. They can be friends, family, colleagues who are saying, I want, I want, I want. And I go out in the world this evening and say, I am ready to give. Ready to shift to another language? Ready to shift to another language? Yes? Let's say it together. Just feel the line. It's a different vocabulary. It's a different consciousness. It's a different belief system. It's a belief system from I have nothing, shifting to a belief system, I have everything. It's a belief system which is shifting from I seek, I need, to a belief system where I have so much that I can radiate to the world. It's a completely opposite belief system. So take the line, let's take a minute of silence. Just sit back and just say these 3 lines first to yourself within. Say it very gently, 1 line at a time. And shift your mind, the little child inside, who's been crying, I want, I want, I want. And we're going to change the language that little child speaks and shift to I am. I am. And just say the line and let the vibration of that line, the belief and the feeling, vibrate to your body and then radiate into this whole. I am peace. Just say it inside. Feel it. Believe it. And say it to yourself. I am peace. I am love. I am happiness. I am power. I am wisdom. I am bliss. I am. Visualize your aura, your energy field. White circle around you. See a white circle, your energy field, vibrating at the highest frequency of peace, love, happiness, and power. This is who I am. And just see yourself through the day, playing different roles, responsibilities. There's a lot to do in the day. Shifting from one scene to the next, interacting with people, carrying this divine energy field. And as I meet people, it's my vibration which touch them before I even speak. I radiate peace. I radiate love. I radiate power. I am. I radiate. I influence them. I shift their vibration to a frequency of peace and love and happiness. I shift their vibration. I radiate to the world. I raise the energy of the world. I shift the collective consciousness of my planet. I shift. I shift the energy of planet to peace, love, and bliss. I am. I radiate. I shift. taking just 2 minutes to consciously create a high vibration energy on a spectrum of frequencies of energies, because every thought we create, every feeling we have, every word we speak has a vibration. When we meet people, we say, I can feel their vibes. How many of us can feel vibes of people? Can feel the vibes of people? Yes? We can feel the vibes of people. Sometimes we meet people who are very nice to us in their words and behavior. They are perfect in what they say, in who they are, in what they do, and yet we come back home and say, I didn't get very, very nice vibes from this person. And people around will say, but they were perfect. They didn't say a single wrong word to you. They didn't do anything which was incorrect. And we say, yes, I agree, they were perfect, but I don't know why. I didn't get very nice vibes from them. Another person could be, they were angry with us today. The way they spoke to us was not nice. But we will say, I know they love me a lot. I get very nice vibes from them. And people around will say, they were not good to you today. Say, no, it doesn't matter what they said. It just doesn't matter what they said. I know that I get very nice energy from them. So we all know that we get vibes from people. Now we need to check, what are the vibes people get from me? We know the vibes we get from people, but people also get vibes from me. And vibes means the vibrations I carry. The vibrations I carry. Each one of us carries an energy field, which we call aura, the energy field. And that energy field is created by my intentions, my thoughts, my memories, my feelings, my words. Everything is here. It creates my energy field. When we look at pictures of deities and prophets, they are shown with the white circle. Have you seen photos of prophets with the white circle? Yes? White circle. That white circle means their vibes are highest. Purity. Absolute purity. Not just single critical negative thought for anybody else. And so they are vibrating at the highest frequency, which is a white circle. All of us also carry a circle. We all have a circle there. You want to see your circle? Do you want to see the color of your circle? Nobody knows the color of our circle except for us. Nobody knows it. Only we know what we are inside here. Only we know what we are inside here. So if you had to draw your circle right now, what color would you like to draw for yourself? Anybody? What color? Blue, pink, and any other color? Okay, how many are ready to draw a white circle for themselves? White circle. What do you think is not allowing my circle to be white? What about me is not allowing me to say right now that I carry a white circle? What's the stain I have on my circle which is not allowing it to be white right now? Because within the next 1 hour, we can change the color of our circle. Delete, clean, erase, and it's going to be white. this sari is white. The original color is white. But if I don't take care of it, and then I'm going to carry little stains. Every time I even need to sit on a chair or a sofa, I have to first see whether it's clean. Because if it's not, and if I don't check it, then when I get up from there, it's no more about the chair, it becomes. And similarly, each one of us carrying a white circle during the day, meeting people, connecting to people, interacting with people, if we don't take care, then their stain may not be their stain. Now it becomes a part of my stain, which means the stain on this chair will no more be just a stain on the chair, it will become a stain on my white sari. And so by the time I come home in the evening, my white has a little shade of brown, a little shade of red, a little shade of black. It's no more white. And sometimes I even forget that it is actually white. And I start believing that this stain of black, blue, red, green is a part of my dress. And I start saying, this is the color of my dress. And that's what we started saying. This is my nature. Worry is my nature. Fear is my nature. Getting upset is my nature. Getting irritated is my nature. Gossiping is my nature. Getting angry is my nature. And when we said, this is my nature, the message that we were giving to ourselves, to the world is, now this can't be changed. This is my nature. And some of us even said, I was born in the month of June, and so I am a Gemini. And because I'm a Gemini, this is my nature. And which was again a message to the world, don't ask me to change because I can't change because I was born in the month of June. And then someone said, I am like this because this is my parents' nature. So don't ask me to change because I got it from them. And then we always had somewhere to put the finger and say, this is my nature and I'm going to live with it. And because we accepted those stains as a part of our nature, we then started saying, I want white. Because I believed that it was not white, so I shifted from this is white to saying, I want white. I shifted from my peace, purity, bliss, power, because I believed that the stains was my nature, and I started saying, I want peace, love, happiness. And meditation is like a dry cleaning. And sometimes when we walk into the center and we tell the sisters, how many births is going to take for me to reach that white circle? Or how many years is it going to take to reach there? We believe it's impossible to reach that white circle because we called acquired stains as my nature. To dirty my sari, it may take me hours, it may take me days, but to clean it will take? How much time does it take to wash one dress? How much time will it take to wash one dress? Half an hour if it's extremely dirty and I really have to go to scrub. And even if it's going to take half an hour, even in the first scrub, I can see that the stain has started getting lighter. And I say, okay, I'm on the right path. The cleaning has begun. Even when we took this 1 minute of silence and we just created a thought, I am peace, I am bliss, I am power, we actually deleted a stain which said, I am stress, I am anxiety, I am fear, and sometimes I am depressed. That is a stain. What is going to create my stains? My ways of thinking. What's going to clean my stain? My ways of thinking. A thought is the stain, and a thought is the stain remover. I only need to take care that during the day, what is the quality of my thought? So shifting today from I am, stress, anxiety, fear, because in the last few years, most of us have been walking around the world saying, I am stressed. And we thought it was a status symbol to be stressed. And if somebody said, I'm not stressed, people looked at them and say, why? No job nowadays, not stressed. Because I thought if I'm successful, I'm an achiever, I'm doing something in life, then stress is normal. Only people who are not doing anything can be not stressed. That's another belief system. And so people started saying, oh, I'm very stressed. And the other person, don't even ask. I am very, very, very stressed. And so we thought the more the stress, the more I'm achieving something, because to achieve meant something here was going to get troubled. And then spirituality and meditation said, the more peaceful you are, calm you are, still you are, silent you are inside, you are successful. Not successful in just what you are doing, but successful in who you are. Success cannot be only in what we are achieving. Success is in who we are and what are we radiating to the world. I have achieved a position, a financial balance, but I'm standing in front of the world and saying, give me love, give me peace, give me happiness. How can this be a successful person? I am not being able to go to sleep in a natural way every night. How can this be success? My relationships don't seem to be as smooth and beautiful as they used to be. How can this be success? We're talking of a world where 1 in every 4 has depression. How can this be a measure of success? We're talking about a world, a planet which has started giving signs of trouble. How can we call ourselves successful? So it's time to create our own definition of success. Success means happy, healthy, harmony in relationships, and then achieving what we are doing. Happy, healthy, harmony, and then achieving what we are doing. But I thought when I achieve what I have to achieve, then I will be happy, healthy, and in harmony. And so I set out into the world trying to achieve, and on the journey created my stress and anger and aggression and fear. And then I achieved. I achieved in the world, but I also created those stains on my white circle. Is it possible to be emotionally stable, calm and still and peaceful throughout the day while doing what we are doing? Is it possible to be that way? Yes? Possible to be calm and stable while doing what we are doing. Is it possible? Yes? No? Don't know? Not sure? Is it possible to be calm and stable, just we are like right now, calm, stable, mind silent, while doing what we are doing? Is it possible? Possible? Now if that phone rings again, is it possible to not create a single thought about it, like, oh, don't they know they're supposed to put the phone on silent? Because I was calm, peace and stable, and suddenly the phone rang. And then that phone shifted me from my state of calm, peace and stable. And I created that anxiety and I threw it at the person whose phone rang. How could you do this? You disturbed me. And while I was just trying to get back to normal, in 10 minutes another phone rang. And then I again threw one more energy at them and said, you disturbed me. And then 5 minutes later, you disturbed me. And then you disturbed me. And suddenly so much around me was disturbing me. And then I said, I want peace. I am peace, I was peace, but the phone rang. My fault? My fault? No. Whose fault? Who disturbed me? Who disturbed me? Who disturbed me? I was calm, I was peaceful. Who disturbed me? I was calm, I was peaceful, I was meditating. The phone rang. I got disturbed. Who disturbed me? The phone disturbed me. The person who forgot to silence the phone disturbed me. The organizers disturbed me by not announcing that please put your phone on silent. Who disturbed me? Who disturbed me? How many of you agree, myself, I disturbed myself? You all are all on camera right now. Raise your hands. You're saying, I disturbed myself. And you know, this program is going live, so all your family, friends, colleagues, everybody are watching that you're saying, I disturbed myself. If we had to take even this one realization from here today, we're going to shift to being a powerful being. Because it's a very strong message to myself which says, I was calm, I was peaceful, this is my nature. Something in the outside world happened which was not the way I wanted it to be, but they didn't disturb me, I disturbed myself. There is a difference between saying they disturbed me to I disturbed myself. What's the difference? They disturbed me, I give the power away to them. And then I look at them and say, okay, silence, I'm waiting. Because I believe when they put their phone on silent, I will come back to silence. Because they are the ones who disturbed me, and so they have to do something for me to come back to my peace. So my peace became dependent on and phone was easy to silent. Who's going to silence the people in our life? They say what they want. They behave the way they want. They do things which we never expected they would do. They walk into our life, say something and walk out, and they don't even realize that I'm hurt and upset. And then I look at them waiting for an apology and they don't find the need to say sorry because they don't think they have done anything wrong. Who's going to silence all of them? And if in those moments, just like this, with a beautiful smiling face, if you raise your hand and you say, I disturbed myself, then I'm not going to be dependent on them to say, please change so that I can be peaceful and happy. I disturbed myself. How did I disturb myself? It was their phone. How did I disturb myself? How did I disturb myself? Because I started creating some thoughts which were not nice. So the thoughts that I created were, how can they not remember to put their phone on silent? And now, since it's ringing, at least now put it off. It is going on ringing. Even now you're not silencing your phone. And then the third, these cell phones. And we go on and on and on. And within 30 seconds, I would have created 5 wrong thoughts. The ringtone was very beautiful. When brother was playing music for 10 minutes, we did not get disturbed. But when the same music played on somebody's phone, we got disturbed. When he was playing music, we said meditation, peace. When their phone rang, we said disturbance. Why? What's the difference? This was music, that was music. Because here, we accepted this music. There, we expected them to silence their phone. Every time, people and situations do not meet my expectations of how they should be, my mind starts talking another language. And that language is not a very peaceful language. It's a very critical language. It's a very abusive language. I start abusing myself emotionally when somebody is not right. And when I'm creating those thoughts, I am creating the disturbance. And so we just need this awareness. I disturbed myself. Second question, how long do I want to remain in this disturbed state? 30 seconds, 30 minutes, 30 hours, 30 days, some people 30 years. Third question, what do I need to do to heal myself? What do I need to do to heal myself? And go back to my state of being calm and peaceful. I only need to shift what I was thinking. So if the phone rings and I get disturbed, please advise me what thought should I create so that my mind goes back to peace. Thoughts for me. What thought should I create so that my mind goes back to its stillness and calm and peace? What thought should I create? Hanji? I am peace, but it's about the phone right now. What thought should I create? I have created a thought which has shifted me from peace to disturbance. I have to create a thought which will bring me back from disturbance to peace. Even if the phone continues to ring, my peace is not dependent on the outer situation. Because if my mind is dependent on situations, I will probably never be stable. Because for me then to be stable, every person, every behavior, every situation will need to be perfect. Because if they are perfect, then I'm stable. And they are perfect, but they're not perfect according to the way I want them to be. So what thought should I create when the phone rings which brings me back to my calm, peace and stability? The thought. Accept, so the thought. I need to give my mind options to start thinking a different way. I needed to shift from creating those low vibration thoughts to now creating high vibration thoughts. So what should I say to myself inside to shift my mind from disturbance to peace? What do I do? Hanji? What's the thought to create about that phone ringing and the person who forgot to silence their phone? Compassion. Beautiful. So what's the thought of compassion? Acceptance. What's the thought of acceptance? The phone rings. I create a thought. How could they forget to put their phone on silent? The minute I create this thought, there's a disturbance. Shift from disturbance to peace. What's the thought? I could have done the same, okay? What else? Options of ways of thinking to bring my crying mind back to peace. Very good. What a nice ringtone. This is an option. We're exploring options of ways of thinking. What a nice ringtone. Why did they not put their phone on silent? Option 1. Why did they not silence their phone? Option 1, thought. They forgot. Beautiful. Is it okay if someone forgets to silence their phone? Yes, this is compassion. Compassion says, it's okay they forgot. Disturbance says, how could they forget? So if I create a thought, how could they forget? My mind gets agitated. If I create a thought, they forgot, it's okay, my mind gets peaceful. Simple. Agitation is a thought, peace is a thought. Nothing to do with the phone, nothing to do with the ringtone, nothing to do with the person who forgot to silence their phone. Nothing to do with anybody in the world. Everything to do with how I think about what the world is doing. And it could be as simple as a ringtone, and it could be someone cheating me, betraying me, not being right with me, obstacles in my life repeatedly, lot of efforts and still a failure, situation after situation after situation. If I learn the art of creating the right thought in every situation, I can be peaceful, calm and stable always. But if I say that my thinking is dependent on the situation, and I say I'm stressed because of, and I'm upset because of, and I'm angry because of, and I'm hurt because of, I cannot be emotionally stable. We all know about physical independence. We know about financial independence. I am financially independent. Feels so good. I don't need to ask anyone for money. I can do what I want, buy what I want. Am I emotionally independent? Am I emotionally independent? And emotionally independent means I can think what I want, feel what I want, be what I want, speak what I want, behave what I want, independent of people, behavior and situations. I am independent of them. Because if I'm independent of people and situations, then I choose peace and stability. But if I'm emotionally dependent on people, how many people around us have the power to affect our mind? How many people have we given the remote control? Press the button and I will get affected. Say a nice word and I will go there. Say a wrong word and I will come here. I am dependent on your behavior. You have the remote control to check my state of mind. Choose the button and I will feel that way. One more phone. Now we just have to laugh like this when we go back home. Okay, one more situation, one more stimulus, not my way. And I am emotionally independent, so I'm laughing now. This is emotional stability. This is emotional independence. So we've shifted from to laughing, stability, happy always. Now we will say, but this is a very small situation. It's just a phone. It doesn't matter whether it's a phone or it doesn't matter whether it's someone who's wronged me. Equation of my way of thinking still remains the same. That's the stimulus. This was our response. And emotional independence means my response is not dependent on the stimulus. I am the creator of my response. And I choose to create peace. I choose a response of peace, love and compassion. Why? Because that's my nature. Who is the creator of our thoughts and feelings? Who is the creator of our thoughts and feelings? I. Let's say it together. I create my thoughts and feelings. I create my thoughts and feelings. Close your eyes. Just close your eyes and look at 5 people in your life. Family, work, friends, any 5 people. Different behaviors. Some my way, some not my way. Sometimes my way, sometimes not my way. And look at them and then say to yourself, I create my feelings. I am emotionally independent. I am emotionally independent. I am peace. I am love. They behave their way. I respond my way. I have the freedom to respond the way that is right for me. I am emotionally independent. Okay, ji, come back. Easy? Easy to do this? Easy to do this? Yes? Repeat. Practice. Very good. Everything is practice. We practiced very hard to say, I am stressed because of you. That was also a practice. It didn't happen day one. I practiced very hard to start believing that everything I'm feeling inside is because of other people. Society helped me to practice that. The world makes us believe every day, you will be happy if you buy this. When you return home today, just look at all those billboards and hoardings showing you happy faces with products. It's conveying a message to you, buy this to smile like this. And we believed it. And I thought I will be happy when I buy this. We practiced. And now we are going to practice another way of living, which says, I am happy and now I will buy this. I am happy and now I will achieve what I have to achieve. I am love and now I will be in this relationship. Not I will be in this relationship to get love. And the other person thought the same. So both people came into the interaction thinking that they're going to get from the other person. And then they looked at each other and said, sorry, not getting from you anymore. So I can see where else I can get it from. And I went on to somebody else and said, I want, I want, I want. If I keep living like this, I want, I can never experience what I want to experience in life. So all those 5 people we saw right now, we've just prepared the mind right now saying, I am not dependent on their behavior. A very, very simple way of living, but a very powerful way of living, which will shift us from a life of expectations to a life of acceptance. It will shift us from a life of seeking and asking to a life of giving. It will shift us from a life of stress and anxiety to a life of calm and peace, because we just gave them the message, I am the creator. I am the creator. Finishing off the illusion which said, you affect my mind. So please be nice. Please be right. Please change so that I can be happy. Emotional dependency. Today, let's finish one thing. Let's not give power to anyone, which is an illusion, which says, you control what's happening here. And just take back the charge and say, you are what you are and what you believe is right, and I choose what to create. And which means even if I create hurt, it's okay. I will get hurt for a minute and I will come back to my normal self. But at least I know I created it, I will heal it. But if I believed they hurt me, then I can live a life of hurt and pain. Sometimes we've been carrying our emotional baggages for emotional wounds created in childhood, and we are still holding it here. And we said, I felt this when I was a kid. And I'm holding on to that emotional wound because it was somebody else who created that wound and they have to heal me. They didn't do it. I'm still in pain. Who created the wound? I. How did I create it? By creating those thoughts that day. It's the past, it's over. If I change my thinking about that scene, I can heal myself today. And then the concept of forgiveness, forgetting, everything is over because I don't have to forgive anyone. Who is the one who I have to forgive? I have to forgive myself for holding on to that pain for so long. And the world taught me to forgive other people. How can I forgive someone? They did not hurt me. They just did what they did. I hurt myself. I hurt myself. Someone was dishonest to me. They did what they did. I was the one who created 1,000 negative thoughts inside and emotionally abused myself. I was the one who said lines to myself, they don't love me, they don't respect me, nobody loves me, nobody respects me, no one values me. It's not worth it. I do not deserve to live. The world does not need me. I kept on saying one powerful negative line to myself. Where's the question of forgiving anybody else? I need to forgive myself. But I lived my life thinking they caused the pain. And when I was carrying these wounds, it was not possible then for me to be emotionally stable in my scenes of day-to-day living because I was already carrying a baggage. And when I come into any interaction with an emotional baggage that I'm carrying of the past, it's there in my aura, it's there in my energy circle. I may be very nice to people who I meet, but I'm carrying an aura of pain and hurt and resentment. People get the vibes from me. People get the vibes from me because I'm carrying my hurt of a past scene. I'm carrying an insecurity. I don't have faith in myself because somebody was not nice to me. They chose to move on. I lost faith in myself. I thought there was something wrong with me. And I'm carrying that baggage. I'm carrying that insecurity. I'm not ready to trust other people because I fear getting hurt again. People can catch my vibes of insecurity, fear, and anxiety. They are not comfortable in my presence. I'm perfect in my words and behavior, but I'm not radiating pure energy because I'm holding on to my wounds of the past. And somewhere I start believing that this is my destiny. And then because I'm carrying that energy field and those wounds, the slightest behavior which is not my way and the wound gets rubbed again. And then I said, my parents rejected me, then my sibling rejected me, then my spouse rejected me, today my children are rejecting me. Everyone rejects me because I rub that wound again and again and again. Repeat it. And I said, it's my destiny. The same karmic pattern of rejection keeps coming back into my life. It's not the karmic pattern of rejection comes to me in my life. It's the karmic thinking of rejection which I keep repeating in every interaction. Because I believed they did it to me. And every time my mind says, they did it to me, I just need to withdraw, take that one moment of silence and say the same line, I created it. I created it. They were only the stimulus. They were only the stimulus. But stimulus does not create my response. Stimulus is the stimulus. I am the creator of my response. and I am a loveful being. I love myself. I love myself. Can we say to ourselves, I love myself? We've said it to a lot of people, I love you. I need to say it to myself, I love you. Say it once to yourself, see how it feels, I love you. Let's say it together, I love you, to yourself. See, it's so easy to say it to other people. Every phone call ends with I love you. Every message is ending with an I love you. And now to say it to myself, I'm like, no, I'm supposed to say it to other people are supposed to say it to me. No, I'm supposed to say it to myself that I love you. I will take care of you. I am kind to you. I don't need the world to be nice to me. I need only one person to be nice to me. And when I'm nice to me here, when I'm kind to myself here, I can give the world the liberty to be what they want to be. Say what you want, do what you want. There is one person who takes care of me. I'm not going to be dependent on the world to say, be nice to me, be kind to me, love me, care for me. I have one person who does it for me. Where is that one person? Where is that one person? Here. If I start creating a beautiful relationship with that one person here, I will never be insecure. I will never be insecure. I will never be dependent, and I will not be addicted to people's appreciation, acceptance, and approval to feel good about myself. Because I know who I am and I love myself. I may make mistakes. I get up and motivate myself again. People may criticize me. It's because they are carrying an energy of criticism. It's their way of living. I will motivate myself and heal myself. I need only one person to be nice to me. And I need to start spending some time with that one person. I need to start spending time with that one person. I need to start creating a beautiful relationship with that one person. If I keep saying to a particular relationship, I don't have time for you, I don't have time for you, I don't have time for you, then the day I need them, they are not there for me. I have been saying to myself, I don't have time for myself because my time goes in taking care of the world. I don't have time for myself. And then the day I create pain, I don't have the power to heal myself because I never created a beautiful relationship with myself. Emotional independence. Independence. The word itself has all the meaning. Independence. Dependent on? Independence. Dependent on? The one who is inside. The word itself had the meaning. But I need to be connected to that one. So who is the creator of my thoughts and feelings? Me. I have a choice always. Underline the always. It's not I have a choice sometimes only when the phone rings. I have a choice always and with everyone. There are some things in life for which unaware we use vocabulary such as, I cannot live without this. Even a simple thing like morning cup of coffee. Ever heard yourself saying, I cannot live without my morning cup of coffee? Anyone says this line? I cannot live without my morning cup of coffee? Let's change that. Because when I say I cannot live without my morning cup of coffee, it's like saying I am dependent. I enjoy my morning cup of coffee, is different from I cannot live without my morning cup of coffee. Let's not have a single vocabulary line which says I am dependent on something, someone outside. We thought it was just a line. It's not just a line. It's a belief system. It's a consciousness which says my stability is dependent on my morning cup of coffee. And then the day I don't get that cup of coffee, Hanji? How many of you get affected when you don't get your morning cup of tea, coffee, or whatever you're used to having on a daily basis? We are talking only about a cup of coffee. There are so many other things in life now. And it's only because since so many years I have been saying to my mind, I cannot live without my morning cup of coffee. Just delete that line and say, I enjoy my morning coffee. If I get it, beautiful. If I don't, it's fine. And within 1 week, your disturbance of the mind is gone, finished. Because it's not about the coffee. And someone said to us, oh, it's about the withdrawal symptoms of the body. It's not. It's a lot to do with the withdrawal symptom of the mind. Whether it's coffee or whether it's something more than that. I am a powerful being. My mind is not affected by a cup of coffee. Because if I say I cannot live without my morning cup of coffee, tomorrow it is I cannot live without this person. And if I put that label on someone and say, I cannot live without this person, I am always going to be in fear and insecurity. What if, what if, what if? And if that person chooses to change their behavior, I cannot live even without their change of that behavior. I cannot live with that. And I look at them and say, you used to be so nice to me. You used to appreciate me every morning. What has happened to you? I cannot live without that morning dose of appreciation. I need people to be my way. I have been addicted not just to coffee, not just to smoking, not just to alcohol, not just to drugs. I am addicted to people being my way. And one day they just decide to change. And when they decide to change, I lose my emotional stability because I said, I cannot live without you being the way you used to be. Every line, I worked very hard to make my mind dependent on so many people and things outside. I cannot live without my phone. I cannot live without my phone. And if my phone is not working for 5 minutes, it is my mind which gets affected for 5 minutes. If my internet goes a little slow, my mind also goes the same way. And the circle now is no more on the phone, the circle is here inside because I am dependent on my phone. One day we just need to make a list. Just make a list. And then tell myself, it's only because of this that I'm not experiencing my peace, love and happiness. Because I believed. It's not the truth. I believed. And spirituality helped me to change my belief and shifted me from being a slave to my coffee, to my phone, a slave to life being my way, expectation. It shifted me to being a master of my mind, a master of my body. I will choose what is right for me to eat and drink. There is nothing for which we will say, I cannot live without this. Just saying it will not allow my mind and body to live without it. And just 1 month, say it repeatedly. Prepare your mind, prepare your body. I am a powerful being. I choose what to think. I choose what to feel. I choose what to eat. I choose what to drink. Just saying it is sending a signal to the mind and to the body. I am the master. I am the master. Finished. Withdrawal symptoms from the body is finished. Withdrawal symptoms from the mind is finished. I'm giving a message. I am the master. I am in charge of the body. The body does not control my mind. My mind controls my body. I use my phone. My phone does not control me. I drink the coffee does not control me. So I shift from being a slave to everything and everyone and come back to being the master. That is emotional stability. That is emotional independence. And that is the truth. It is the truth. We only shifted away from the truth. We heard someone saying, I cannot live without my coffee. And I thought, oh, nice line. Even I cannot live without my coffee. Only because I enjoyed my coffee, I said I cannot live without it. Somebody says I cannot live without having a sweet after lunch. So much cannot live without. I am the master. Let's say it to ourselves, I am the master. I am the master of my mind. I am the master of my body. I am the master of my life. I am the creator. I am emotionally independent. I choose. I have a choice always, always and always. People can be their way, situations can be its way. I have a choice. And I choose to be stable. I choose to be stable. Next 24 hours. Next 24 hours. 8 p.m. Sunday to 8 p.m. Monday. 24 hours. Can we be stable for 24 hours, irrespective of what life has to offer to us in the next 24 hours? Emotional stability for 24 hours. Only 24 hours. I'm ready to take personal guarantee. I can be stable for 24 hours. You know why so many phones are ringing today? Just to reaffirm that how much ever you want, life is not going to be the way you want it to be. It's going to be the way it's meant to be. People are not going to be our way. They have reasons to be the way they are. They have a reason for it. It's their nature, their consciousness, their sanskar, their belief system, and they are going to be their way because that's the right way for them according to them. But if I change and I come back to my original nature, then I will radiate that vibration to them, which will give them the power to come back to their original nature. If we vibrate at the highest frequency of purity, then we radiate that purity and bliss to others and allow them to raise their vibration. We have the power to raise the vibration of people. We have the power to pull down the vibration of people. Some people we meet, we feel energized. Some people we meet, we feel depleted, depending on the circle, energy circle which they carry. So 24-hour commitment. 24 hours, stability. Have faith in yourself. Only 24 hours. Say to yourself, I trust you. I trust you. 24 hours. But anything can happen in these 24 hours. All that we have to do is, in every scene, one, prepare ourselves in the morning, tomorrow and tonight before going to sleep. I am a stable being. The world can be the way it's meant to be tomorrow. I will be the way I have chosen to be, stable. Stable doesn't mean let the world do what they want. No. I will advise, I will instruct, I will discipline. I will discipline, but I will do it with stability. I will not allow their energies to overpower me. I will influence them with my stability. I will not get sucked into their energy space. I will pull them into my energy space of peace. I choose to be stable for 24 hours. And when I prepare myself tonight, and then tomorrow morning, and then during the day, after every hour, just pause for a minute. At the Brahma Kumaris, we have a very, very beautiful way of meditation, which is just pause for a minute after every 1 hour. It's called traffic control of the mind. Every 59 minutes, we have a lovely music on the phone, and we just stop, withdraw, check our mind, and create one thought. I am a peaceful, powerful being. I am stable. Come back into the next 59 minutes. And if I get this gentle reminder every hour, then crossing my 24 hours with stability, very simple. Very, very simple. And anything that we can do for 24 hours, then we will put it to the next 24 hours and the next 24 hours. When we are stable, our ability to be compassionate. When the phone rings, if I get disturbed, I lose my ability to understand why did they forget to put their phone on silent. I don't even have the strength to think about them because I'm so hurt and I'm nursing my own emotional wounds. And so then compassion, understanding, empathy, they're just nice words in my vocabulary. But if you're emotionally stable, just see tomorrow. People will come to you with different behaviors. And if you're emotionally stable, your mind will have the power to think about them. Why are they feeling this way? Why are they behaving this way? Is there something troubling them? If someone is aggressive, we need to understand what is troubling them. But instead of thinking about them, we are saying they shouted at me, they hurt me, they upset me. Nothing to do with them, it's all about me. So we may be with family, we may be with friends, but we have no power to think about them because we're busy with our pain and our wounds. And one day when we are stable, no pain, no wound, no hurt, my mind will go like, why are they upset? Why are they disturbed? Is there anything I can do for them? Not they have to do something to heal me. So I shift from being a seeker to being a giver. Compassion flows, empathy flows, understanding flows. Everything will flow if only I am stable. Love flows, respect flows. I don't have to do anything. But if I get disturbed, love blocked, respect blocked, compassion blocked, empathy blocked, everything is blocked. Only with one disturbance. That's the power of emotional stability. That's the power of emotional independence. And that is our power, our strength. So meditation means a relationship. Meditation comes from the word mediri. Mediri means to heal the self, the soul. And how do I heal myself? By creating a relationship, one, with myself, and second, creating a very personal, very, very personal and beautiful relationship with the source of unconditional love. Different words we called out. God, the supreme soul, the supreme power, the higher consciousness. It's not just a word, it's a relationship that I have with God. God's energy strengthens us. God's energy brings us back to our original nature of purity, peace, and love. God's energy allows me to be the best version of myself. When I receive unconditional love and unlimited power, I will have the power to give it to other people. And so meditation means connecting to that source of unconditional love. Unconditional love means then let the world be what they want to be. I radiate love. My love is not dependent on conditions being perfect outside. I'm a radiator of love, and that's unconditional love. But to be able to give it to others, I need to first fill myself. So meditation means a beautiful personal relationship with God and then a relationship with myself. And when these two relationships are in harmony, my every relationship with the world, my every relationship, whether it's a relationship with people, whether it's a relationship with nature, whether it's a relationship with the world, whether it's a relationship with the objects I use, everything is in harmony because I'm in harmony inside. Outside will be in harmony. But if I'm in conflict inside, very difficult to create harmony outside. So meditation means 30 minutes every morning with myself. Personal commitment. This is my time. This is my time. If I want to be emotionally stable, I need to begin my morning on a high vibration note, which means begin the morning with that white energy circle. How many of us look at our phone as the first thing in the morning when we open our eyes? First good morning is to the phone nowadays. The minute I connect to the phone as my first thought in the morning, I have allowed my mind to now get pulled by the world. And I shift from independence to being dependent. First stage of willpower, tomorrow morning, first 1 hour with myself, not with the phone. 1 hour in the morning tomorrow. Yes, can we do 1 hour tomorrow morning without the phone? Yes? Can we do an hour every day in the morning without the phone? The first hour in the morning will decide how my day is going to be. The first hour in the morning. The last hour in the evening is going to decide how my sleep is going to be. And if I take care of these 2 hours, the first hour in the morning and the last hour in the evening, everything during the day is going to be perfect. But if my first hour in the morning starts with what is happening in the world, what is happening on social media, who posted what in the night, what does the world have to say, if my first hour gets connected to the world, it influences my day. If the last hour is again towards the world, it influences my night. A relationship with myself. We do not need to do a digital detox of not using the phone for an entire day in a week or 10 days. We just need to do it for an hour every day. Many of us are now having different ways of doing a digital detox. Okay, 1 day in 10 days, no phone. 1 day in a month, no phone. It won't work. It cannot be that I eat junk food for 29 days and then healthy food 1 day. It won't work. I have to have a healthy diet every single day. Anyone can experiment for a month and they will see a power change in themselves. An hour in the morning and an hour before going to bed. Detach from technology. Detach from technology. Do not allow the world to pull you. Come back into your energy space. Your energy space. I am comfortable being with myself. We are so addicted to technology that even if we get 2 minutes free, we start clicking the phone. There's something to look at it every time. We can just go on and on and on and on like this. Not even 2 minutes with the self. Then how will I have a relationship with myself? So an hour in the morning with myself and then studying spiritual principles, which means absorbing information full of compassion, love and empathy. And then during the day, pause for a minute after every hour to again reaffirm, I am a peaceful being, I am a powerful being, I am emotionally independent. Just before going to sleep, check the mind, clean if there was any stain during the day, prepare the mind for tomorrow. Sleep, not number of hours, sleep right. Let's bring our mind to peace before we go to sleep. Otherwise, the body goes to sleep, the mind is thinking even while we are sleeping. And many of us wake up sleep deprived. Many of us are sleep deprived today. And a simple sign is just get a few minutes free and you can fall off to sleep even when you're sitting. That means I'm sleep deprived. And if I'm sleep deprived, then for me to be emotionally stable the next day will become difficult because my mind is tired, my mind is fatigued. And if I have a tired mind, it will be dependent on something or someone else to feel good. So it becomes a vicious cycle. So meditation is not about few minutes or few hours. Gradually, meditation becomes a way of thinking and way of living. It's a meditative lifestyle. Lifestyle. A lifestyle of being a master. So next 24 hours, I am emotionally stable, independent, master of my destiny. Next 24 hours, we create our destiny. A destiny of peace, calm, and happiness. Come, let's sit back and prepare our mind for the next 24 hours. We all know what we are going to do in the next 24 hours. Now we're going to prepare ourselves to how I'm going to be in the next 24 hours. It's a Monday. And after we prepare our mind, teach it how to be tomorrow. Please revise it just before going to sleep tonight. Let it be the last thought on your mind. If you create that as the last thought on your mind will absorb that thought during your 6 hours of sleep. Then let it be your first thought when you wake up. I am emotionally stable. I am emotionally independent. I am a powerful being. First thought in the morning. And then repeat after every hour during the day. Gentle reminder. And after these few minutes of meditation, as we will walk out of this hall, we will receive a blessing card. Each one's blessing card will be different. The blessing card is who I am and who I have the power to be. And we will receive a sweet which has been prepared by the sisters at the center in a powerful state of meditation. A sweet which radiates the vibrations of peace and love. And we will also receive a leaflet which will give us details of all the programs which are held at the Brahma Kumaris Meditation Center. The next 15 minutes, as we are driving home, walking home, let's have next 15 minutes in silence, being with ourselves, walking, driving, but in silence. Everyone ready to have the next 15 minutes in silence? Yes? Everything is going to increase my willpower. Someone will talk to me, I will be in silence. I am the master. I will not say they spoke to me so obviously. No, I am the master. I have a choice. And in those 15 minutes, talk to yourself, prepare yourself, release something that you've been holding on to the past, thinking it was because of them, and say, I created it, I'll heal it today. 15 minutes to clean the energy circle. Tomorrow, we will be meeting again at 7:30 at the Brahma Kumaris Meditation Center, details of which will be on the leaflet, to explore how we have the power to settle our karmic accounts and to create a destiny we choose to create. And on the coming weekend, 13th of July, we will begin the meditation course at the center. 13th of July, Saturday. And all those details are also given onto the leaflet. And on the leaflet is a website address. And when you go to the website, you will have all the details of the programs that are conducted at the meditation center. And also, if you subscribe, you will regularly get email updates every month about the activities and programs for children, for youth, for professionals, which are held at the meditation center. And every program, every activity, and the meditation course, everything done at the Brahma Kumaris Center is a service to the community. There's never ever a cost attached to it. All that we need to do is take out a little time. While on the way out, request you to please return the headphones and take back your identity document that you have submitted there. But everything will happen in silence. Sit back straight and let's breathe in and out 3 times to relax the body. Breathe in and release. And in and release. The body is my costume. I use this body. I am the master of the body. It's my body. I can feel it. Feel your body. It's your body. Feel it. I am the energy, the consciousness, the being. The creator of every thought, every feeling. I am. I am the creator. I choose what to think. I choose what to see. I choose what to hear. I choose what to speak. I choose what to eat and drink. I choose. I am the master. I am powerful being. I am emotionally independent. I am emotionally independent. Freedom to think and feel what I choose to feel. I have the freedom. I am a peaceful being. Situation will be the way it's meant to be. I respond with my nature of peace. It's my nature, it's who I am. I respond through my nature of peace. I radiate peace to the scene. I am a loveful being. I love myself. People are the way they choose to be. I respond with love. I understand them. Compassion comes natural to me. They are their way. I am my way. I influence them with my energy of peace and love. I have the power to empower them. The next 24 hours, I choose stability. In everything I do, in my every interaction, I choose stability. It's the energy I choose to create. I am a powerful being. I create my day. I am emotionally independent. The next 15 minutes, as I walk home, it's my time. Time to take care of myself. time to be with myself. Just before I go to sleep, my last thought, I am a powerful being. Stability is what I choose to be. First thought tomorrow morning. And a revision for a minute every hour. I shift to being a master. We will walk out in silence like angels, light, radiating our purity and power to the world. Even as we walk out, we are radiating our vibrations to the world, raising the collective energy of the world. What I create, I radiate. Requesting the first 3 rows in every section to start moving out. Light, gentle, first 3 rows. First 3 rows. The body will move, the mind will continue to be in that same vibration. First 3 rows. First 3 rows, even in the second part, first 3 rows, and first 3 rows on the top. And as we're walking out, we collect our blessing card, sweet, and our leaflet, and details of the beautiful high vibration meditation center where we meet tomorrow evening. Next 3 rows. Next 3 rows.